Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Few weeks ago there was a member who joined our clan and we checked his account and if he is ready for Nightmare, and then I saw them doing a terrible mistake on their account. So I would like to help you to avoid this, or if you know, maybe you are not doing it, but if you have friends that are doing it incorrectly, maybe you can help them. So let's together go through all of this, okay? Through the process of so-called capping the champion. So this is the point. Let me show you my friend. I have a friend who is still doing it in my clan. He is locking heroes and he is doing it in a good way, okay? He is doing it smart, he is doing it properly. Where are you, Ashensi? Where are you? There he is. So you can see he is doing it smart way, and I will draw everything, I will explain everything, how to cap your heroes, how to lock them on a certain power of level of power, how to lock them in the proper way, and I will explain you what not to do and why not do it, okay? So one thing at a time. First, let's check who was my example, Rhea. Okay, let's check her out. Let's write this down. She has 70k 101. Let's write this number down. Okay. Do I have a pen? No. Is this the pen? No. This? Excuse me, I need to find a way how to write in here. No, it stopped working. Oh, never mind. Maybe if I turn on the Bluetooth that connects the pen to this virtual paper, maybe I can start some writing. Okay, nice, but I don't like this one. Yes, this is the one. Okay, so what was the number? I believe 17101. Okay, so now let's go together for the process of equipping. Let's see how much we are getting. So when we equip one piece of equipment, this is from let me check the hero, this is from 11 to 12, okay. But the example is the same for every level. So let's equip one, and we got around 200. Okay, now we are 17. Let's say we got 200. And I believe we'll get... Okay, now it's more. Let me just equip them, and then we will just after equip all of it, see the difference in the numbers. It will be easier. Okay, now we have, after equipping, we have 18,734. Okay. $18,734. Okay, so we got, how much power did we get? Around 1k and 1.6k. Okay, now this is what some players will do. I don't know why, but now they stop. Now they decide to stop. This is the worst possible moment to stop. Why? Because the flipping moment, when you click the upgrade, is the most significant moment. it gives you so much boost. Every piece of equipment is giving you something, so you get one piece, second piece, third piece, fourth piece, fifth piece, sixth piece, okay? 6 times you get something, and then you get all of it again when you press upgrade. But on the paper, let's check the paper again. On the paper power, when we were equipping, so if you so much care for keeping your heroes at the lower power, the damage is already done for each single piece of equipment. You did 1.6k power. And now let's see how much you will do for the act of flipping, okay? It's important for you to become aware of this. Let's upgrade. So now we are at 18,734 and now we are at 18,996. You see? So you got 18,996. Let's write it down. 18,996. So for the equipping, for the act of equipping, you got 1.6k power. And for act of flipping to the next level, we got what? 200 power. We got nothing for flip, okay? So you see? So where is the problem? In the value in game, in the value in the stats, you get for every piece of equipment you get some power, okay, you get some value, okay, and then for the flipping you get it again. You're getting all of it again when you flip. And yet, for the flipping, on the paper, in the number, it's almost nothing. It's 200. Okay? So, in other words, it is, let me say this, I don't need the pen anymore. So, in other words, the worst possible thing you can do is to stop before you flip. And if you want, if for some reason, by the way, I was like that, those green dots were bothering me, okay? For most of the heroes, let me see if I have them. Yeah, for example, I don't know, let's say Lola, there. She is flipped on 14, she is ready to 15, and I ignore this. Those green hammers and pluses and whatever, they do not exist for me. I can ignore them. I have a sympathy for people with OCD, but believe me, you can ignore it if you choose so. However, if you insist that your OCD is so high, then you can do it like Ashency. You can cap them in a way so you limit them with hero level. And now, yeah, I believe I will need the pen again. So, as you can see, Rhea is now limited with her hero level. She cannot get any more gear. Those green pluses and green hammers will not bother you because she's kept with the level, with the hero level. See? It's great. She's flipped, she's kept. Another way is like you saw on Lola is, okay, she's not kept with the hero level, but you ignore. You stop at the desired gear level and done. You are not equipping anymore. Okay, so okay, let me show you now the paper if I remember correctly. That let's open the new. Where is the new? Can I have Clear content, yeah, okay. So if you want hero on the equipment level 11, gear 11, and you don't want to go minimum for that, by the way, minimum for that is level 70, level 70. Minimum is level 70, okay? If you want to cap them so they are not able to go to gear 12, then you need to stop at level 79, okay? And then we go for gear 12, and minimum for gear 12 is level 80. And when you flip them to 12, if you don't want them to go to the next level, you need to stop at 89. And then for gear 13, if I'm not mistaken, let me just check. Excuse me, sometimes I get lost in the numbers. Let me just check. Our Rhea, yeah, so let's see. She is now capped at level 12. And now if I want to unlock her for gear 13, minimum for gear 13 is level 90. Now it is unlocked. Let's write it down. Minimum for level gear, for gear 13, minimum is level 90. But if you want to lock it so the next set of gear is not available, you have, like my friend Ashansi, stop at 94. Let me check if we can together show it in example. So let's go now. Let's equip our Rhea. I've seen so many people doing this, and when it's one hero, it's fine. But if it's all over account, imagine the wasted power. Imagine so much power that is not unlocked with simple click. They would get so much value for the hero, and the power would be almost the same. That is crazy. I will show this. I will show it again. Rhea is nice for me. This is perfect timing. I have some extra energy because I collected all of the gifts from my mail, including luxuries, because this event with dice is so good. Dice drop is good. You see those dice? Dice drop is so good, unexpectedly good, that we are all using all of our energy to get as much dice as we can before we wake up, before Blake could realize that something is wrong and they nerf it. I'm not saying they will nerf it, but this is unusual good drop. It is like, this is the way how events should be, generous. This is celebration. So many dices. I didn't expect it, believe me. Okay, let's get it ready. Is it done? Is it ready? No. Have a patience for me to prepare this. What now? And we can check the numbers again on this level. It's okay. If this is new to you, if you're not familiar with this, we will take it slowly. Okay, let's write it all down again. So, what is the rule? Either gear it and flip it, or do not gear up at all, okay? If you do not have intention to flip it, leave it alone. So either leave it like this, or go all the way and flip to the next level, okay? Now let's see the numbers. Let's again explain the numbers. Now we have power 19081. Let's write it down. 19 is it this? Let me check again. 19801. 19801. Yeah, no, wrong. 19081. Okay, it's okay. 19081. Okay. And as we flip, now look at this. The most of the so-called damage, you want to avoid paper power, you know? You want to avoid this number. Oh no. I made a mistake. I didn't wait for never mind. Okay, never mind. Believe me, the most of the power, let me see if I can do it. I have more examples somewhere. Yeah, I will do it with Serpani. But it's all the same everywhere. It was a misclick. Either way, the most of the power you get by equipping. And then, for the moment of flipping to the next level, it's almost nothing, okay? Now, again, she is now locked with the hero level. And if we want, let me check. Yes, stop at 94, it says. Okay, so if we want to unlock her for more, we need 95. If you want to keep her like this, 94 is the max. You see, this is the way how you get the best from both worlds. It's flipped. You got the most of the value already, and yet those green hammers and pluses are not bothering you. Okay? Happy. Everyone is happy. Let me see, because I made a mess. And of course, the moment when you want to unlock further, I will just show it for example, because I'm not in the log. Bam, 95, now she is unlocked. Okay? So make sure to write this down. Gear 11, minimum is 70. If you want to stop at gear 11, then maximum is level 79. But for me, personally, I usually, if I'm locking someone at gear 11, I stay at level 70. I do not care for those extra 9 and extra 4 levels. You know, if I plan to make it, at least I did that when I had second account and I was doing that, I was keeping that tournament account, you know. Then for gear 12, I was keeping them at level 80, and for gear 13, I was keeping them at level 80, but some people like to push some more levels, so yeah. You can see here minimum level for the gear level and minimum hero and maximum level, okay? I believe if I didn't explain it properly, let me know and I will do it again. If you have patience, I will have patience as well. And I will explain this as many times as needed, but that is the issue. That is the situation with heroes and with their capping, with their locking. You get the most when you're equipping. You are doing power damage already when you're equipping, so not to flip on another level, it's a big waste. Let's check here. She is now 440 and 457. Okay, let's check here again. Let's just. You can never explain something too many times. Let's do it again, but this time I will just flip. I'll be more careful now with my sausage fingers. It is very important for you to understand that when you flip the hero to the next gear level, it is almost nothing in the terms of paper power, and it's everything in the terms of real power. Your hero gets the value, and yet his paper power, his number, doesn't spike too much. That is why it is important to follow this rule. If you equip it, then you flip it. It's simple. If you do not plan to flip the gear level, do not equip then. If you're so concerned with your power, do not equip. And if you're concerned with those hammers and pluses and green, all the green on your screen, if you're concerned with that, do not level up the hero level too much, okay? So you can have it all. You can be smart, you can optimize, and you can have the value on your hero, and you can keep the power as low as you want. So let's see. She's now 40.4, and now she will get 40.4, 40.8, okay, 400. This one will be, I believe, another 400, okay? And this one will should be, if it's 400, maybe slightly above 400. So this will be, I believe, 41.6, maybe 720. Let's see. Yes, 7, okay, almost. You see, okay. So we can safely assume that each gear component was slightly above 400, okay, between 400 and 450. So altogether, 6 of them combined gave you, if it's 400, it gave you, in this case, this is the boss I had, this is why she's getting so much power. So 6 times 400 is 2.4. So let me just go to the paper again. Can I get the fresh, clear content? Okay, so what's just happened? We got 400 here, 400 here, 400 here, 400 here, 400 here, 400 here. Okay, it is 4, 8, 12, 2,400 power. This is for equipping. Okay, now let's see how much is for flipping. It's important for you to understand this. How much is for flipping? Ready? So now we are at 40. Let me just write it down. 41708. Just to be sure, not to forget. So we are now at 41708. And now let's see, after flip, we will be 42009. 42009. So as you can see, the moment of flipping was around, this is the value, there. So compare the damage you did to your power, so to speak, if you are conserving your power. When you were equipping, you were doing 400 and then 400 and 400 and 400 and 400 and 400 or even more. I rounded it down just for the sake of this video. I rounded it down, but it was slightly above 400. And then you stop. For some reason you stop. Can you imagine? And then just pressing the upgrade gives you so much value to your hero. All those stats that would boost it once, they will boost once again. And the price for that boost is only 300. It's nothing. Okay? There. I believe this should be enough. I hope this was helpful to you. Yeah, tell your friends. If you see them like this, to equip everything and then stop. They do not want to press upgrade. Tell them, show them this video, and tell them to reward me for this with a like and subscribe. And yes, I will see you in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye.